Yellow's in the dark.
Hello, welcome to another one of our videos.
No. Hello guys and welcome to another one of our videos. You actually said that before it started.
Hello, welcome to another one of our videos.
Hello. How you doing?
If this gets any more camp, by the way, we aren't just at the Beefeater, like, this is just ridiculous.
They've said that we can have free chips all day.
Let's try again.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome to another one of our videos, and this one we're going to be talking about the next event, which will be at Sanctuary Gaming Centre,
run by
myself and by Dan Bird, although I'm not really running it, I'm just player TOing. So,
yeah. So let's crack on very quickly, because I definitely want to sit down with Dan at some point and do a bit of a preview with him, because he's a great lad to have a chat with, although we could do a preview with you. No, we'll do it with Dan. Anyway.
I am just here. Although I didn't input into the rules pack this time.
Talking about rules pack, how many points?
So it's 500 points.
When's the date?
And it's the last weekend in February.
I think that's the 27th, 28th.
Yeah,
something like that. Yeah, cool. How many games?
There's 6 games at 2.5 hours.
That's so Dan's
quite long games, but Dan likes games to actually come to a conclusion.
Indeed.
And I think he's even said that he wants to do, when time's called, you finish that round, and if you haven't got a result, you play one more round.
Cool.
And then it's dice down.
Oh wow!
Because there's quite a long time between games. So what he's really after is wins and losses. Try and cut out some of the draws, which we all prefer anyway, don't we? Because nobody likes to say, "Oh, I had a cracking game earlier," and "Oh, did you win?" And no, we just got a draw.
Listen. Tell us some scenarios there. Let's lay some out. So, you haven't got much information, I believe, but let's cover what we have.
So Dan's given us the kind of the flash of a rules pack, as he often does at this point. He's given us recon, to the death, and hold ground, traditionally played. But then he's given us a few modified ones. Domination, modified so that it has just 3 objectives. And one's placed in the centre, and if you imagine the board's been cut into quarters, the other 2 are in diagonal corners, but right in the middle of their quarter
from each other. Yeah.
And then you set up as normal and play domination. So it's got an edge of storm the camp, but you could potentially set up heavy towards theirs and lose yours, or vice versa. We've got modified C's Dan style. So this has got 2 prizes.
Right. So that was exactly like Ripon. He had 3 prizes. Interesting.
Yeah. So it's just adding another dimension. You can't just commit to having 1 eagle, fly to the middle, get the prize.
So if I played Damien, I'd have to have 2 fell beasts.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Or if you're playing against Ed, then he's going to have to dismount 1 guy and walk him to the other one, or dismount 2.
I can't see Ed taking fell beasts to a 500. No. I'm sure he might do, but I can't see
or he might just take like giant spiders or something in his army.
Yeah.
I don't know what Ed's going to take, to be honest. Ed, put a comment below with what you're taking.
Hey, put a video.
Yeah, reply with a video. I love that on YouTube videos when they say that. Reply with a video. No, I'm not. You're paid to make videos, stupid.
Are we paid?
No, they are. We're not.
Who's paid?
People on YouTube.
Oh, right.
Yeah, they get sponsorships and stuff like that.
Should we start charging?
We're not that good.
No,
though.
okay. Yeah, that's true too.
We're sat in a pub making videos. I'm not sure. We'd have to do something better than this.
We could swap seats.
Only every other video. Right.
Oh, okay.
And then the final mission is modified Lords of Battle. Now it's quite interesting. He's gone usual 3 points or 1 point for breaking in general, and then there's 5 points if you kill more models than your opponent. 10
I do like that.
if you double how many they've got, and 15 if you triple how many they've killed. To talk about the armies.
The 500 point armies.
Yeah. So 500 point armies. What do you expect, and what are you going to?
Well, I won't see any. I won't see much magic out there. I might see some fury. Okay, but I don't think I'll see much magic. Maybe a sentinel or two. If I see something like Gandalf, Saruman,
you might see those Saruman the Wise or Saruman the White, because Saruman the Wise is a game changer, and Saruman the White is not that much points for.
No, he's not. But it still comes the problem of a mass horde goblin army at 500 points.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know if we'll see Ed's Felbeast. I don't think we will. I'd be banking on a few. I don't know.
There'll be plenty of dwarves.
Rivendell's.
There'll be dwarves turn up in their droves every tournament, but 25 model armies at 500 points are quite common. I think dwarves at that many models.
We may see a Gondor army in there.
Yeah,
I think we'll definitely see. I know one person who's focusing on his elves at the moment. So,
judging by Facebook, I think we might see a few Rohan armies. Maybe there's quite a few guys working on Rohan, and at 500 points, Rohan are pretty good because they don't have to face so much magic. They don't have to face so many big heroes. The two things that they don't have.
Well, I had my big push to take Wood Elves this year. Unfortunately, I've also invested quite a lot of money in new paints, and so I'm taking my time. I'm taking a lot of time. Fingers crossed. By Throne of Skulls, we should have my Wood Elves out there. But so I'm reverting possibly back to I don't know, my Uruk-hai one way or another, because
I'm kind of tempted to do something fun or a bit silly, but then whole ground isn't modified, so I was thinking, then do I just do an orc spam army? You know, take a couple of shamans, get as many orcs as I can, a taskmaster, blackguard captain.
See, that could actually
and
be
just
very, very powerful.
Swamp my opponent.
That could be very, very powerful.
It's that, or you could do wood elves from a cheap and spammy, Stormcallers and that kind of thing. That would be fair enough, because they're not going to necessarily have much will to resist when you chuck down your Nature's Wrath.
Yeah. One of the things you just mentioned there is spam the orcs. Actually, I see orc armies or goblin armies or I don't know, hobbit armies as really having a good one here, because it's a modified Lords of Battle. So you're not going to give away, for instance, in a Hobbit army, that 140 VP points to give someone.
So
that
even
win.
if you'd lost, you're not going to be knocking yourself out later on any tiebreakers.
Correct.
Yeah.
And some of those scenarios there, they lend to Hordish armies, and 500 points is a sweet mark for a nice Horde army, and it's not so great for an all-hero or monster army who, in the likes of Recon, possibly even Domination, is going to struggle. So I think it's Horde the way through there, Dan.
Yeah, it's that, or I might bring out of retirement the old go out here, 2 eagles, Legolas and Bilbo.
Okay, so maybe not Horde the way there then, it's Horde the way there.
But that's more because if I know there's going to be hordes, actually that army is really good against hordes. So that's what armies we're expecting to see. A couple of ideas of armies that we might use. Obviously we're interested, if any of you know what you're using, write it down below, let us know. We can all criticise each other and laugh at what our ideas are.
But we'll be able to have a positive review on this, because we'll be both going. Gotta get my ticket.
And obviously it's Sanctuary, so it's another one where it's a good night out, cheap accommodation, it's only in a small town. I think it's Premier Inn or Travelodge, that's 2-3 minutes down the road. It's really not very far.
And seriously guys, get your ticket for this, because we want to support Dan and maybe him, but we definitely want to support the likes of Dan, who's been giving us fantastic tournaments now for a while. So let's get
obviously
behind
new
it.
adventure at Sanctuary. So if you don't know, Dan Slayer is where Dan used to work. That's gone now. Dan's moved the events across to Sanctuary, who are going to host 2 events this year with Dan and 1 event with me and Ed, which is very kind of them. So thanks a lot to Richard for doing that as well.
Before we wrap up, I'd like to say that we are going to be doing a preview of Throne of Skulls.
Throne of Skulls, indeed.
And we will see if we can get any inside info. Don't think we will, but this is just this is an empty promise there, guys. We'll see if we can find anything to add to it. But also, I've just heard a couple of days ago, we have a doubles from Games Workshop as well. So Games Workshop, thank you for supporting the Hobbit.
Throne of Skulls is sold out. There are still tickets for doubles. So if you're interested in doubles, if you go on the Warhammer World part of the website, there's an events page that you can buy all that from as well. So yeah.
Okay, so shall we wrap it up there, guys?
Indeed.
And we'll come back with some reviews and hopefully some gamer interviews to tie into these. So yeah, looking forward to seeing you.
If you want to be on one of our videos, do send us a message. We'd love to have you on.
Apparently
below. Yeah, that's also below as well. The title's above. If you know where your search bar is, it's probably up there.
And if I do the wrong thumbnail that gives an answer to something, hey ho, we're all human.
Anyway,
some more than others. Okay, cheerio, guys.
See you.
Bye for now. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Dwellers in the Dark. And I've got the famous Mr. Dan Bird here. Yeah, we've got I suppose this is just a carry on of the preview with myself and Owen regarding There and Back Again, which is going to be the 27th of February.
It is indeed.
Ooh.
Looking forward to it.
A couple of weeks away.
It's not too long.
Yeah.
Getting nervous now.
You're a bit of a historian now when it comes to TOing events. You've got a few under your belt.
A few.
Not just the Hobbit, is that right?
No, I've done Firestorm, Armada now quite a few times. Planet 4, Halo. Guild Ball. So quite a few now. So.
Wow. So, as a TO, experienced as you are, you've moved. You're Slayer, rest in peace, unfortunately. Fortunately, you're moving on to Sanctuary. So we've got this event at Sanctuary. Brilliant.
It's big. It's a lot bigger than Slayer. It's a bit chillier, so you've got to come dress right.
I'm glad you said that.
Get the thermals.
T-shirts for me, guys. T-shirts and sandals. Yeah. Oh, and this is for Mr. Dave Reed. It's growing. Maybe shaved by the time we see each other again. But yeah, it'll be growing. Sorry I couldn't see it, Cardiff. Hope you had a great time there. Anyway, let's get back to There and Back Again. Hobbit event. 500 points?
Yep, 500 points.
Why 500?
It's a nice... I mean, there's a lot of small events this year, so I didn't want to go too small.
Yeah.
Originally, I was looking at 400, but we decided to go to 500. Had a little bit of help there from Will.
Oh, Will Champion? Ripping man.
You, Will. Thank you. So yeah, I didn't want to go too big either because obviously. I forgot what I was going to say now.
You got to pump up the volume. You got to pump up the volume because we got some music in the background. I'm nice, loud, and proud. We're here at Beefeater, but Dan's a softly spoken gentleman, great TO, but he needs to pump up the volume. Elbow, get that volume up there, buddy.
Yeah, I think 1,000. I did look at 1,000 points, but that was again. That's a big game, and I know that was recently done by Will himself, so I didn't want to just copy that.
No, I think we're all fully aware that you like to come up with some good scenarios, some good events, and you like to stir it up a little bit positively for everyone.
Yeah, I try and keep people on the toes, and because the game's been out obviously a long time, and a lot of competitors have got into their own. They've got their own lists. They've got their ways of playing. I just like to try and make people think a little bit differently outside of the box.
Okay, so your signature is you usually roll some form of a dice at the start to see what the first scenario is, and
I'm doing that again.
Yeah.
So.
And you like to make sure that you don't tend to have a finale scenario because you like to keep everyone on their toes.
Yeah, I mean,
brilliant.
I tried the finale scenario at the league final, and if I was being really critical of myself, probably didn't go down that well.
Oh, excellent! I like this critique. I like this positive critique.
I think you've got to have some critique come back to the TOs because otherwise they'll never get better.
You want me to be a journalistic critique?
So you could be a journalistic critique for me on the next event.
Well, we can definitely review. I mean, the whole idea is we don't want to be. I don't want to be cutting your legs from underneath you and saying, this is X, Y, and Z rubbish or whatever.
No, but I think you have to sometimes have that.
Yet
within reason.
a lot of people in the community might take that in a negative tone, though. I think the tone that it would be intended would be, let's try and get this out as a tool to help TOs to actually, sort things out. Okay, so I've got a few people just dropped down next to us, so we're going to crack on quickly. Right, so how many games we got?
We're going to have 6 games, as usual. We'll always normally keep it to 6.
Okay.
Because they are shorter games, I did look at making 7 games, but I prefer 6. I think that's a nice even number throughout the day. People aren't going to get headaches, not going to get tired from too many games. So.
Well, so help me out here. We've got Reconnoiter. Is that modified? You thinking of modifying?
We're going to have possibly a little modifier on it. Just on a VP cap.
Okay, put a bit of a cap on that. So, guys, check a look at the old rules pack.
I haven't
there
done it
for
in the
that.
rules pack yet. This is through a little bit of play testing.
Okay.
And discussion.
Lords of Battle, you've capped that as well.
Lords of Battle's got
Quite an interesting idea.
Yeah.
What else have we got? We've got Seize the Prize.
Seize the Prize, which is
that.
I modified that myself. Put 2 prizes just to try and split armies up a little bit, make it a bit.
But you have put some VP variations into that as well,
Yes.
which we'll wait for the rules pack, shall we?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And what were the other games?
Even I forgot.
We're just going to quickly go through this. Lords of Battles, Seize the Prize, Hold Ground, and To the Death.
Yeah.
And they're just the standard.
Just standard ones, yeah.
So, so that's looking spot on. Why have you decided to modify some of these? Obviously, Seize the Prize, you've modified to 2 prizes, which really puts it out there, outside the box.
Just trying to keep people on the feet without keep people on the toes without making the scenarios too crazy.
Okay.
Because I think if you go too crazy, it's harder to play test.
Okay.
And harder to balance. But I think if you can make small adjustments like another prize or modify where it starts, it's easy to measure.
Makes it exciting as well, as you said, I suppose, keeping people on their toes.
Yeah.
Now, you have been famous for giving some awesome prizes, and I know that the move to Sanctuary, which we're all positive behind, saddened because Slayer is such a fantastic venue. Being to Sanctuary, also great a venue. Let's hope the chill factor isn't there. So what are the prizes going to be? Can you tell us some of the prizes? I'm just flicking through my iPad here
Rich likes to do trophies for the top 3, so I'd expect some possibly glass engraved trophies.
Awesome.
Which we never did, which Slayer never did. That was more of a preferred to do store credit. So Rich, I'll look at your iPad thing. But yeah, it's top 3 normally a trophy. We'll have some sort of prize for most sport in general.
Hang on, let's stop
that's
there.
That's an interesting part.
You're changing that.
I've changed that a little bit.
Excellent. This is going to be an interesting one. We'll talk about this, and then the wooden spoon.
And then wooden spoon, obviously, that's you get a little voucher for that now, and a spoon of shame. So I'm going to try and get a wooden spoon and get it
engraved or something, or painted on it.
Passes on.
That would be
through
awesome.
the tournament.
That would be fantastic. So listen, tell us about the most sporting. What's going on with that then? Usually, if I can set the scene, everyone puts a vote in
at the end. Yeah, they'll put it in at the end.
Sometimes people forget. Sometimes people don't remember the best game they had on day 2, but only just remember the game they just had previously. And some people are rushed to even ask who's best sporting even before they get the last game finished, which is a bit of a shame. So what procedure are you putting in?
Looked at a few different tournaments and how they kind of do it, and basically we're going to get the tournament printed out, which is nothing that we've done before. It's normally bring it yourself or on an iPad, but we're going to print one out for everybody, and in the back we're going to have like 2 pull-out slips per game, so you'll at the end of the game pull out a slip, one for the result of the game, one for the game that you've just had, and you'll rank it between a scale of 1 to 5, so you'll have 1 point or 5 points, 1 to 5, on how much you enjoyed the game. So
just did a little bit of adjustment there.
So everybody, so everybody
worse than Owen. This guy's worse than Owen. kicking these two Eastern mids into touch. It's me, Miss Up and I. Okay, go on.
So every game will get scored. So
Right.
this stops people voting for friends, and it's more about how you enjoyed every game. So even if you've got stomped into the dirt, but the guy was really good, and it was a tough but enjoyable game, you can still vote for this guy.
Did you mention that at the end of each game,
Yeah, at the end of each
both
game,
players must come,
must come to the TO desk. I'll be there.
tell you the results of the game,
hand
and
results
hand
in,
you the slips.
and hand them the slips for
Right.
the most.
So that there's no way that people can forget. Well, two fingers there. Forget to vote, etc. Okay, no, that's a real. Again, outside of the usual box, and perhaps
Yeah,
sets a standard, sets a
Just
scene.
want to, I think sometimes there's systems in place that everything can always be improved.
Yeah.
And I think, and if it's not broke, fix it.
Okay,
Slightly
okay,
different to the old. If it's not broke, don't fix it. But I think you can always fix parts of a system.
Right. So, okay. So, what sort of armies do you think you're gonna see along with the 500 points? Because you're not doing good and evil. You're just doing.
I'm just going to do straight.
anything
Yeah,
straight.
because the last two tournaments, I've had a twist on good and evil armies. So this time it's all about letting people use what they want.
Cool.
So at 500 points, I mean, you're going to see some horde armies. Goblins are obviously very popular at the minute with Goblin King. You have fell beasts, not mentioning the names. Ed.
Hey, no, Ed's a very, very good player. You know, he uses fell beasts a lot, and he knows how to use them. And
he's good- he's
you
good
can't
player.
knock him. So, and it's good to see that tournaments aren't being orchestrated to try and hold fell beasts back. I think just let people bring what they want.
Let him do what he wants.
Because last year Ed actually struggled because people brought armies that could take on his fell beast and successful in that. But yeah, Ed, top player, can't knock him.
So yeah, I mean, you're going to see horde armies. You're going to see elite armies as usual. I mean,
Yeah.
you've obviously got your Archive of Damien. Hopefully, he'll bring those back out.
I wonder what
Late
Tom
Town-
Harrison's going to take.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Late Town for J. Clem, maybe? Don't know.
Who knows? Yeah, be good. Be great if we got Adam Trope to come along and actually play.
Yeah, well, I see him at Sanctuary a fair bit, so I might have to give him a nudge, see what happens.
Good. Listen, talking about coming on, talking about playing yet again, I think you've pulled it out of the hat and you're going to give us a free ticket to a subscriber.
I'm going to try. I'm trying to run this over with Rich at the moment, who's the owner of Sanctuary. Good bloke. And,
Well, we're going to have to come straight out, and we're going to have to do it now. We're giving away a free
We'll give a
ticket.
free. We'll cover it.
Yeah, we'll cover it
we'll
somehow. So basically, as usual, this is what Owen says. I never say, but like, subscribe, comment below. I can't see why it's always below, but in the comment, put free ticket,
please.
free ticket, please. And then myself and Owen will put a name out of the hat. Now, anyone who's already prepaid to date, that's perfectly fine. Great. Yeah, you're still eligible.
Yeah.
If you have a friend who fancies coming along but just can't maybe afford the ticket, get them to log on to the site, and again we can see if we can get them a ticket. Okay, that would be cool. We'd pull out a hat. So yeah, we're going to get that done. And listen, from us, and
Thank
from
you.
Mr. Dan Byrne, do we have to say thank you? Yes, thank you. Good. Thank you is
sound
polite,
good.
isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
But look,
Looking forward to seeing everybody.
Yeah, oh, indeed. Looking forward to a few familiar faces. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit down with Owen. We're going to discuss doing a proper critique on Dan's tournament.
And I'll answer it there.
And you
then.
will. Because I think hopefully it'll be used as a tool. So thank you for being the testing ground. And I think maybe this is how I'd like some of the videos to go, to be, I don't know, developmental. And a tool for TOs. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, remember, like, subscribe, comment below, and in your comment put free ticket, please. Okay, cheers. See you all there. Bye for now.